What is up YouTube? My name is Alex. I'm a personal trainer and nutrition coach. Today I'm going to talk about how important is your cheat meal during your diet or deficit diet, basically to lose fat or lose weight in general. Okay, starting off, why we add the cheat meal in our diet. Well, we don't do it just to control your craving. We do it because when you go in an extreme deficit, for example, you cut the calories that usually you are used to eat, right? So your metabolic rate, BMR, will be at a certain level to keep up with that. So let's say you have 2000 calories of BMR, right? Means probably with your activity, if you go to lift some weights and whatever you do in a normal day, you will burn 2500, 2800. If you do cardio, probably 3000. You probably you are in a slight deficit or in a maintenance range, right? So when you go below that and you start going for a higher deficit, what happens? Your body, to survive, it will slow down. Okay, so that is why when you have, I don't know, 1800 BMR, you are overweight, you want to lose weight quick, and you start eating 1500, so 1500 calories, what happens? You cut all of a sudden the things you were eating, that your body will go in survival mode. It's like, hey, you just stop eating all of this, so now I have to slow down so I can survive with this. That is why a lot of you fail with extreme diets and then you give up, because your body adapts to your crash diet. Okay, if you cut the carbs, you may have the results of losing the water that you will retain. You feel happy because you just focus in a scale. You don't really care about the quality of the weight you are losing. You don't care if you are losing more fat or if you are losing muscle as well, which you should concern. You just concerned about the numbers in the scale. Scale, it's not your friend. How you look, it's your friend. So your eyes, it's your friend, not the scale. The scale, it's a way for you to measure and see how you are progressing, if you are right, if you are in the right point. So the deficit you should go to start with will be 200, 300, and then depending how you progress, you will increase that deficit. You have to be patient. You have to see the results happening, not go to extreme, and then as soon as you fluctuate in your diet, you get back to what you were from the beginning. Why? Because you take out everything, then you put it back, and then your body just get back to what it was. So that's the yo-yo diet system. Basically, that's what happens to many people. And many people don't really want to search to learn about dieting and how to control that. And some, they don't really understand or believe how their body reacts. Because if you cut the water, they will think they will reduce the water in their body, which that don't happen. You go on survival mode and your body retains more water in order to survive. So it's advisable to lose weight, drink around 40 to 50 mils, multiply per kilo of your body weight. For example, a person with 60 kg multiplied by 50 ml will give you around 3 liters daily of water. Many people barely drink 1 liter of water daily. Okay, so some may deny this. Oh, but I drink juice. Yeah, juice, it's not 100% water. We are talking about just water itself. If you drink 2 liters of Coke, does that mean you are drinking 2 liters of water? There's more stuff inside that. Okay, the more liquid it is, more watery it is. It's true, but we are talking about quality water, okay? And it's not just that. Drinking water don't have calories, basically. So drinking a juice, you just decrease the calories intake. So many people don't take that as well for account. And all this conversation, what about the cheat meal? Well, like I said before, when you cut this much calories, your body goes in survival mode, right? So you tend to crave more as well. But like I said, the cheat meal, it's not just for the cravings, it's for the next thing. Mostly important of all of those things. You probably already been in diet 2 weeks, 4 weeks, depending how fat you were or the diet system, or if you are the bodybuilder, probably you have cheat meal from the beginning. But the idea is of having a cheat day or a cheat meal 1 or 2 times a week. This depends on your genetic and what the goal is, and from person to person in general, okay? But the idea is you go on deficit, so your body will tend to go down, right? Because it wants to survive. And then you come with a cheat meal and you strike, and then what happens? You give more calories, so you have to come up again. So what happens? You are like this, slightly going down because it's adapting, then you shock the body, so you have to work more and gets in that range. So it's a way for your BMR keeps around the same, and then you keep focusing losing fat in the same way. So it's a way to shock your metabolism for you to be able to keep a higher BMR to lose fat effectively, okay? That's the idea. The cheat meal, it's not just to control your craving, will help, but helps as well to control your BMR levels, okay? It's a way to shock your body to keep your BMR higher, okay? Because usually in a cheat day, you will go a bit higher than normal, okay? This surplus day or surplus spike will allow for your BMR to be controlled in a way that you want, not the way that the body wants, because usually the body controls you, not you control the body, and you don't really understand that. You should probably just feel less hungry, etc. That is already a sign that you are slowing down, okay? So with this, should you add the cheat meal from your first week? Of course not. It doesn't work like that. Unless you really have situations where you were extremely obese, then you may have some fluctuation in your calories intake to slowly take you to the point that you can control yourself. Because that's the thing, the more extreme it is, the slower you have to go, advisably. Because the situation, if you cut all of a sudden, your body, you will feel like crap to begin with from the first 2-3 days, and you will adapt to be slower, but you still have to get so much out, so it'll be much harder, and your body is slower, so it's much harder for you to do a slower steady progress, okay? It's better you go slow. We usually should just check overall how much you are eating. If it's 5,000 calories, don't cut to 2,000 all of a sudden. Cut 500, keep like that 2 weeks, then cut to 4,200, then 3,800, and slowly take it week by week, okay? To give time to your body to adjust and slowly getting there. And in the meantime, you will start having the results. Results are not like this. You start today and tomorrow you see results. I mean, if you cut water, yes, you may see it, but that's just for a moment. That's momentary. That's not like real results, okay? So you implant the cheat meal after a while, depending on the results you are having. But if you are, for example, an athlete, you can add it in the first week of diet, because usually you already know how your body works, and you're mostly to be in control of your body fat as well. But if you are for losing weight purpose, will be a bit different. Hold as much as you can, at least 2 weeks of properly dieting, because your main goal is to lose weight and learn to be disciplined. If you start having just the cheat meals, it will be easier for you just to think about the cheat meals, and if your main goal is to have the cheat meal day, and you probably will sneak out of your program easier, okay? So you have to get discipline first, because motivation come and go all the time. Motivation is not something for you to rely on it. Motivation is something that is momentary, and discipline, you have to build it. So in order to keep that in mind, and you keep focus on your goals instead of just go by the way you feel. Oh, I don't feel motivated today, so I'll eat crap all day. Doesn't work like that. Even if you feel like shit, if you are disciplined, you will follow the program, because you are disciplined enough to understand, if I want to reach X goal, I will have to keep this program on. If I run out of the program, my goal will go to the trash, basically, and I'm wasting my money if I'm spending money with a nutritionist or nutrition coach. And besides that, doesn't matter how professional the professional is and is trying to help you, if you are not willing to do the job. Because one thing is like, oh, I'm paying this guy to help me, but I'm not having results. Well, are you really following the program? Are you giving the right feedback? Are you sure about what you're telling to the coach so he can really help you? Of course, like, everyone works different, and there is different levels of professionalism, but you have to be synchronized with a professional in order to really have the right feedback, and he really understands how you're feeling, so in order to track and give you the progress you want with your results. Okay, so I'll end the video here. I hope you enjoy it. Like it, comment, subscribe, and if you want to support, you can support. If you want to book a coaching, you can go in the link down in the description, and I see you in the next one.